Yes, sir. You already know. What it do, people? What it do, man? This your boy Six Man, aka the fullback of AFN. Your boy K Styles in the building. You know I had to switch it up just a little bit for this being the final 6-man convo of the year, which is definitely very good for me and very good for y'all too, because we done went through a whole year. This is episode 31, and you already know it will be coming down to the Falcons versus the Bills. Let me go ahead and give y'all a picture of confidence. This is how we feeling right now going into the last game of the season. As everybody knows that we are 14-point underdogs as usual. Why am I not surprised? But before we go ahead and get started with the show, you already know what time it is. It's time for the real roll call. And today's roll call is sponsored by Atlanta Falcon Nation and nobody else. So today's roll call will be featuring Mr. Joseph Thornton, Raheem DeVille, Low Ski, Bubba Gump. I said Bubble. What the hell? Pat Norris, Michael Walker, Ghost, Peppers. We got Miss Maggie T in the building. We got Clay Melton. We got Cookie by Nature. Oh man. Hey man, if y'all feeling good coming into this game, throw some red and black in here. I see Ghost Peppers and already started with the red and black. Let me see a few red and black in here before we get started. So we know we the only ones that think this team has a chance. Let's see. There we go. I see a couple of them. Let's get a few more in here, and we're going to get to the first topic of the night. Yeah. You're damn right. Fucking right. All right, let's go ahead and get to the first topic of the night. Falcons versus Bills. Can the Falcons pull the upset? That's a very good question. I know y'all heard what Dean P said earlier about stopping Buffalo. Stopping Josh Allen. Make sure he don't get off the bus. So you know he's gonna be the main game plan. But there's one thing that we always have to say here, and this is a staple of Atlanta Falcon Nation, is the main thing is we have to do is run the damn ball. Just to limit Josh Allen's opportunities to go out there and make plays. Yeah, man, I kind of saw that. I was like, hey, he's showing respect. Josh Allen is a game. He's a game breaker, but it does not mean the game breaker cannot be broken. Now, do the Falcons have a chance? Yes, they do. But they had, like I said, outside of running the ball, they got to play mistake-free football. They got to tackle. And we got to score touchdowns in the red zone when we get the opportunities. But the main thing is you have to tackle. And this is where Josh Allen's game comes into play, because the one thing about him is when plays break down, he will run. But the thing about it is, if you don't tackle them, then that's where the major plays come in at. And Falcons cannot afford to have that kind of game this week. Now, I want y'all to let me know how y'all feel about this game. Are you confident? Are you on the fence? Do you think we have no chance in hell? And like I said, make sure y'all share this out. Make sure you subscribe to Six Man K Styles as well as share this. We definitely will appreciate it over here. If you haven't followed, the Twitter and the IG is right here at the bottom of your screen at just 6MK, Twitter and IG, 6Man K Styles. As you already know, hey man, you follow me, I follow you back. But Cookie by Nature here said any given Sunday. Hey, definitely. Michael Walker here says we have nothing to lose. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're a 14-point underdog, you really have nothing to lose. Clay Melton here says short passing and screen game will be important for the Birds. I like that. I like that. And we're gonna get a couple more. Pat Norris said need to keep believing. Hell, and we still in the race for that final playoff spot. Yeah, it's gonna be cold. So yeah, that's where this next topic is gonna come in at. It's gonna be my player to watch for this upcoming game. Okay, I just gave y'all a little rundown of my mentality to this game. This is the player that I'm gonna have to watch for this game, and this is the player that we definitely going to need to step up against Buffalo. And let's go ahead and put my mans up here. Mike Motherfucking Davis. He's definitely going to have, I'm definitely going to be paying attention to him closely because, as I said, we need to run the ball. And like we've used Cordero Patterson a lot as a running back. I think this is going to be a game where we're going to have to start using Cordero Patterson more so of what he was intended to be used for, and that's being a multi-dimensional player instead of just straight running back, because that's why he's been struggling the last couple of games, because now that wear and tear on him. This is where Mike Davis come in at, because we need the physicality. We need to match physicality with physicality. Yes, Mike Davis, he's great. He's a great pass blocker, and he's had a few games. He had a couple games where he's had good running numbers. We need that to come. We need that for this game. It's cold. It's going to be 30 degrees. It's going to be chance of rain and snow and all that stuff. Those are the type of games where you have to have that physicality, that running game going. And I believe that if Mike Davis hits the hole, runs forward, follow Keith Smith, he can definitely do that. But the key word is hit the hole. Yes, I seen his block against Detroit. That motherfucker was playing what was that game with the what was it? The Forbidden Bridge? Was it Forbidden Bridge where you flipped? Yeah. I think so. He had the defender looking like that. So I'm expecting a big game from Mike Davis. I need to pay attention. Might see a little bit more Quadri O's in this game. That's what I said. You have to limit Cordero Patterson's carries, and as a running back, you need him as a receiver in this game, especially with Tajay Sharp being on the COVID protocol list. We got a lot of players on the COVID protocol list, so we're going to be shorthanded. So we have to come with it. We got to come with it. And no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is your season is on the line here. So let me see what y'all think about that. Y'all think Mike Davis can have a good game? Do you think he can have an okay game? Do you feel like he needs to step up? I know most of the people thinking, yeah, he definitely needs to step up. But go ahead and read a few of the comments on this topic. Yeah, Ultra Shadow, I agree. Playoff hopes is on the line. I definitely agree. Like I said, ain't no ifs, fans, or buts about it, man. Keyshawn Vlad here. He said, I heard a Sports One report said the Falcons are a terrible organization and Matt Ryan needs to be out of Atlanta. At this point in time, we are not surprised at all. I'm not surprised anybody else saying, hell, that sounds like the majority of the Falcon fans down here. But yeah, man, we don't too worry about it. All it is letting you know it's a us against the world mentality. Hell, it's us against our city mentality, to be honest with you. Yeah, Yusuke here. Hold on. Yusuke here said the running game will have to. Yep, they're gonna have to bring it. Bubblegum here says Tajay can't catch a pass, but his ass caught COVID. Ain't that about it? It's so messed up because I want to laugh at the joke so bad, but I'm like, damn, this is some serious shit right here. It's serious, but but getting into Buffalo's defense, like I said, Buffalo is going to rely heavily on Josh Allen. They're gonna rely on Josh Allen. They're gonna rely on that defense. That defense makes plays. They get turnovers. I still got a beef with Buffalo because actually we here at AFN still got a beef with Buffalo because they took Mike's favorite player and they took my favorite player in last year's draft. If y'all don't know who that is, that's Gregory Rousseau and Boogie Basham. But their secondary is gonna be tough. We already despicable me's at wide receiver right now, but we're going against a very opportunistic secondary. So this is why I say running the ball will be key. This is what Mike Davis has to be key. Because these corners like to play. They like to play physical, and that's how they create their turnovers. Let's see. We got a comment right here. Ghost Pepper said this will be yet another opportunity to finally hang with a much better team just once. We need to keep from getting kicked in the face as we try to climb out the hole. And that comes, and really what that comes down to is it comes to what I said earlier, where they definitely going to have to take advantage of plays. They're going to have to score when the opportunities are given to them. I know that sounds kind of crazy to say that, but yeah, if you look at that San Francisco game, you had 1 touchdown and 5 red zone opportunities. You score touchdowns in them red zone opportunities, you win that game. I'm just saying, you got to take care of those opportunities when they come through. And let me also, before I get to the next topic, let me go ahead and give shouts out. Let me also go ahead and give shout out to Fourier, defensive player of the week. Like you said, this guy has been stepping up. It's going to be a very interesting offseason because, as we know, this is a contract year for him, and this is definitely going to be one guy that we going to really be paying attention to because this is a guy we want to keep here. This is why I say, man, I want to build on that defense, and that is a defensive foundational piece we got to keep around, whether it be a franchise tag or what. But like I said, when a lot of people are disappointed in Deion's gameplay, think about it like this. While you're disappointed in Deion's gameplay, it also helped elevate Fourier. And yes, and I definitely would not. I don't have a picture of him. I hate that I didn't have it. I thought I had a picture of him, but yeah, Thomas Morstead. Yes. Special teams player of the month. But I tell you guys, punting matters. Punting, like I said, a good punter and a guy that can pin offenses within the 20s is a definite advantage to have, especially when you have a young defense. Because like I said, it gives the confidence to the defense about, okay, yeah, we got them against the ropes. Now, I'm not saying you're going to guarantee to stop them, but that's what it comes down to. So, like I said, shouts out to Foyer and Thomas Morstead. Yeah, we forgive you for used to being a Saint, but you doing good wonders as a punter for us. So 2 thumbs up to him. But let's see. Let's go ahead and get to the next thing. Ass 6-man comment of the week. Now, if y'all don't know what this is, if you've watched the Heavy Hitter show and how Mad Mike finds a comment that we're going to have a discussion on, this is my version of it. I found a very particular comment that was very interesting to me. But there's somebody that might want to chime in on this. Let's see where he at. We got 3, 2, 1. See, that timing was impeccable. Y'all saw that timing, right? That time was impeccable. Oh boy, got your boy Man Mike Sports with the I'm about to rob your mama look tonight.
I was about to defend myself, and you got before I was like, I didn't just finish robbing nobody. All right?
Oh man, what's going on, Mike? What's going on? Hey man, hey, like I said, I thought this comment right here. I said, I think you're gonna definitely like this comment we got here. I think you've seen it, but we're gonna talk about it a little bit more. All right, let me go ahead and get this down out the way. All right, so if y'all don't know what this says, shouts out to everyone.
1 second. I gotta interrupt you right here.
What you got?
Hey, you guys, please, yes or no? Do y'all like the K-Styles background? I'm feeling that background, man.
Hey,
y'all let them know. I'm feeling it, bro.
Hold on. Let me pull it back so y'all can see it.
That is fire. Hey man, y'all gotta say yes. Come on, yes or no. I love it.
Hey, this is just an experiment. Like I said, you never know. We might have. I might create more backgrounds for the rest of the other shows. Hey,
absolutely.
Hey man, I just made that last night. That's why my ass couldn't go to sleep. But yeah, let's get back to that. Let's get back to that comment right there. Hey, appreciate the background, man. There's a little experimentation here and there. Hold on. Oh yeah, they loving the background. I like. Hold on. Let's see if we can get a couple more thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Let's see what y'all say. We got some dopes. We got some thumbs up. He said, digging it. Definitely. All right. So everything ATL says, why are we trying to fire Arthur Smith when this guy took a bottom 5 roster to a playoff contender late in the season? We had a better roster last year and only 4 wins have 7 with no Julio, no Ridley. Come on, ATL, give the man credit, him and Scordero Patterson. If y'all don't know what this comment pertains to, it's basically you basically hear it all over Falcons Twitter and social media. is they ready to get rid of Arthur Smith already because such and such they feel like this team is actually been playing worse. Now, when we don't have a Julio or Calvin Ridley, of course it's gonna seem like this team playing worse because those were our foundation offensive pieces that we was banking on to bring Kyle Pitts up. But now he's working with what he's got to work with. Is like, hey, and did you see the key thing he said there? We won 4 games last year with a better offense. So, honestly, no. Like I said, it's a damn shame that we are looking at Arthur Smith and already wanting to get rid of him. You do not want to go down. You do not want to go down that path as Falcon fans to be getting new head coaches every year. You do not want to go down that pattern. You've seen franchises that go down that pattern and they don't win often. So, Mike, what is your take on that comment?
I agree. I agree with what he said. I think I've said this before, and we just got to understand the Falcons fan base has been absolutely spoiled from the day we drafted. Let me say this. I'm gonna say this. Since 1998, we've been spoiled because we had great players. Jamal Anderson, that whole that Dirty Bird squad, like those guys were flashy. They put up big time numbers. Like Jamal Anderson rushed for like 1,800 yards or something crazy like that, nearly 400 carries. So we've had spectacular, and make no mistake about it, that man was an absolute star. He was a star. Had it been for that torn ACL, Jamal Anderson would have been poised to be one of the greatest running backs in the history of the game. He was that damn unstoppable. The dude could catch out of the backfield, had incredible power, and speed to go along with it. So, like, the Falcons have been spoiled since 1998. 1999, went to the Super Bowl and then had the year to bounce back. We kind of bounced back from Jamal Anderson went down from there after Jamal kind of had a knee injury. Falcons had trouble kind of staying healthy, but you end up drafting Mike Vick, and Michael Vick was just, like I said, he was electric. He set the damn NFL on fire.
Exactly.
And that issue happened, but right after that, we got one of the greatest quarterbacks the game has ever seen in Matt Ryan. So we are spoiled. So I say all that to say, you got to understand that we need to calm down. We need to calm down and let these coaches be coaches, because we've had our fair share of greatness, and that's kind of shortchanging guys like Deion Sanders, Jesse Tuggle. I don't want to disrespect those guys, but we've been spoiled to have some great athletes in this city, and I think that's the biggest issue. We've had so many great athletes in this city. Anytime we see a guy that's he's just hovering around 500, he's like, that ain't good enough. So I think that's the issue with the fan base. We've been spoiled with so many great athletes that we're impatient.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely, like you said, coming from that Dirty Bird team. Like you said, Jamal Anderson ran for 1,800 yards. You had 2 1,000-yard receivers as well. Yeah. So just because that offense was running the ball, they was getting it through the air as well. You just ran through a buzzsaw called Terrell Davis.
Unstoppable. And nothing you can do about him that year.
Exactly. Then, like you said, with the Dan going through the Michael Vick stage where Like I said, he was a highlight damn near every week. And then now you're going from that that quarterback that lit the league on fire, that the city got behind, that excited the city. Now you went to a quarterback that's been playing great, but the city finds him boring and lame. So but it's been like you said, you've had kind of like 50-50 as far as playoff, because you had years that we haven't went to the playoffs, you got years that we went to the playoffs.
But even when they find them boring, we still was succeeding. The Falcons were still winning games, even though it was boring, we were still winning. So it's like when we losing, we just lose all touch with reality. That's the biggest issue. We're just losing touch with reality. Other teams are struggling. Just ask the Bills after Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, and Jim Kelly end up retiring. They have been struggling for years. They have been around 500 for years, and it's been mediocre. But their team still stuck with them because they know what terrible was. They know what terrible was, and they've seen success. And Buffalo they weren't always great. I mean, when they had O.J. Simpson, they were great, but like outside of that, they really had a lot of success. So I just think our franchise is just spoiled because we had such great athletes, man.
No, man, yeah, definitely. And before we get to the final topic, this is gonna be a quick audible here. I didn't even prepare for this little tidbit I'm about to say now until I just got finished hearing what Mike said. But what the hell is up with Atlanta and this COVID shit right now? Because like all our damn players in all our sports goddamn getting hit with this shit.
Bruh, I just I feel like you know what I feel like? It feel like, you know how when the Fiend comes out, all you see is red. That's how I feel like Atlanta is right now. yo. That's how I feel like Atlanta is right now. All you hear is just red, all you sirens and red all over. So yeah, man, y'all be careful, man. Please wear your freaking mask, even if you're just going outside, man. Just do yourself a favor, do your family a favor, just mask up, bro.
Yeah, man, because like I literally like this is a Hawks. This is gonna be kind of a Hawks topic here, but it's like I looked at how many players they have used this year. I like, good Lord, they done used 2 teams worth of players.
But the Skyhawks and the Hawks and some other players and some other team players.
And they already talking about trade and already rumors talking about trade Cam Reddish. Like we need to goddamn trade that much right now.
Yeah, man.
They see you're gonna see AFN playing for the Hawks by a week now.
Hey, I got a set shot. I got a nice set shot for you. I don't know about a jump shot.
Wow, I'll set them picks for your ass. I'll say them picks. Hey, you need somebody to draw some hard fouls? I'll give you some hard fouls.
Okay.
Oh my God. Bruh, it's the C9, the COVID thing is hitting Atlanta sports hard right now.
Hard, man.
In both sports, even with the Falcons as well. Like I said, Tajay Sharp, is it Dorian Etheridge? I mean, Jalen Hawkins still in there. I'm like, Lord, bro. I'm like, shit. Hey, AFN might make an appearance playing against one of these NBA teams. I'm telling you. It's gonna be so. Hey, look, they gonna be so desperate, boy. Somebody, hold on. King Quest here said they gonna be so desperate. They gonna call up players from Georgia State.
Right.
They gonna be so desperate. They gonna call up players from the Atlanta Dream on your ass.
Now that would be something. I would actually watch it. Exactly. I would tune in just for that.
Oh boy, that would be very interesting. I would love to see that. Atlanta
I'm
Dream
not even
playing
I
for
would
the heart.
love to see that, but
Oh my God. Hey, let me say they about to say shit. They said they want to earn equal pay as the NBA players. That'd be the best way to find out. But
absolutely.
but we kind of got off of that a little bit. I just wanted to hit that COVID stuff up. Like Mike said, y'all definitely be careful out here, because I think what it is that a lot of these, not even just a lot of these players, but a lot of people done took this stuff for granted again.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why everything is spiking up right now, because people are taking it for granted. People ain't taking proper precaution. I mean, with the players, it's gonna be hard for them because they sweating and they doing all that stuff. They really can't wear masks like that
Right.
playing them sports, so they susceptible to
falling the hell out trying to wear a damn mask playing basketball.
Exactly. So basketball, football, all sports, but at the end of the day, just be careful out here, man. If I know y'all got families and y'all don't want nothing bad to happen to them. Reggie C2K here said, give Coach Swift a chance to get his guys here. Let's see what he does in year 2. Yeah. Like I said, the simple fact that we're playing all of our rookies, and they're all getting significant amount of time.
Dang, you really right about that. I thought about it, but it's like when you say it like that, it's like, yeah, we're really playing all of our rookies.
Exactly. We really like the only NFL team that's actually played all of our rookies, and not just on special teams, but defensive snaps and offensive snaps as well. So, so all that's going to do is that's just going to build on for year 2.
For years, yeah, for years. That's the next couple of years they're going to be able to. One interesting thing, I actually dropped the. Did I talk about it, man? Yeah, I did. I did talk about that in the Dean Pease video I dropped today. I was saying that what Dean Pease like to do, he like to come in and establish establish the defense, figure out what the guys like on the defense side of the ball, and then expand on what they like. And I think that was something. Again, I've been in the archives, looking and listening to what Dean Pease like to do, and that's the thing that stood out to me, is that he likes to hear what the players like. If the players like certain things, I just say, for instance, they like a lot of zone blitzes, we're prepared to see a lot of zone blitzes because that's what they like. So he doesn't want to get in the habit of calling what he wants. He wants to call what the defense wants to do. And that's like, it goes back to what he was talking about with Randy Orton, but Rodney Harrison. Rodney Harrison, when he was with the Patriots, and he was saying he would use Rodney Harrison in that big nickel. And that's kind of where his love for that position, because you can do so many different things, and it's hard for defense to kind of to kind of match up with him, because he could blitz, he can tackle well, and he could cover. And that's why I don't know who said this. I believe it was Alex. Alex said the Falcons are really missing Isaiah Oliver in his defense. I believe Alex did say that, but he said that Isaiah Oliver is really the missing piece of this defense, because that, and I told you guys, in Dean Pease's system, he has to have that slot corner that he trusts. That position is so vital for his defense, even more so than defensive linemen. He has to have that piece, because what he does with that, he moves those guys around. They become like an extra third or fourth linebacker.
Okay. Let's get a few of these comments here. Underscore here said he graduated high school this year, played football whole senior year. Alabama high school football, humid heat plus mask. We had to wear them shits, man, during practice and games.
Who boy?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Humid heat too. Ooh, boy, I hate it.
Just be glad. Let's be glad you've been staying hydrated to go through that. Cause that's boy. Didi here said the only rookie I haven't seen play is Frank Darby. He plays mostly special teams. He's been out there a few snaps on offense. They just hadn't thrown him the ball. Like that. I think he had like maybe 2 catches on the year.
2 catches on the year, something
Like that. But that's just one of those things where you don't want to rush, like especially when you got your receivers. You want your receivers that know what they're doing out there. So he's not going to rush them like that. But outside of him, just think about most of our rookies have actually played good time. Actually, most of our guys are like second year and rookie players have been playing this year.
Marlon Davidson, he again second year pro. And at this point, I call him a first year because I call him a rookie because it's technically, like I said, he hasn't played. He didn't play a lot last year, and this is really, his first year where he can kind of understand scheme.
Exactly.
For whatever reason, Dan Quinn didn't really want to play him either. So
Dan Quinn didn't want to play nobody. But get the King question. He said, I don't know if y'all talked about, but why D-Leg keep asking the same really question every week? He said he played for the Hawks now since they have coaches. I don't know. Here's my thing, though. Here's my thing. And there may have been some rumblings that Calvin really was at the Hawks game. I don't know that, but at this point in time, just see D-Leg, he's trying to find the scoop on what the hell is going on. So he's gonna bother everybody until he find out. I mean, he not already about to get snatched up by Dean Pease. Don't let his ass get snatched up by Arthur Smith. Because this is why a lot of people don't really like media folks like that. Because if you heard, like this. if you ask the same question every week, and I say I ain't got no answer for it, he looking for that viral soundbite of a coach really going off on him. That's why he keeps asking exactly what he's looking for. He's looking for that. See, what DP's got in that ass earlier, it wasn't viral like that, but it brought a little noise.
A lot of people. It upset people. It really, he just got to do his job as a reporter. I can't believe you said that about guys who like numbers. But them nerds got upset, boy.
Exactly. Now that was them fantasy football folks as well. But yeah, like I said, D-Leg just looking for something to go viral on. Like he just waiting for somebody to be like, okay, motherfucker, I'm about sick and tired of you asking me that damn question. Now, if I ask you where your mama been at, well, then see, he looking for that. That's what he looking for. Cause he can sell that and get famous off of that. But nah, we get tired of that. But here there. All right, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. This is the second main subject of the night. Hopefully, y'all have sat through here. Like I said, y'all continue to support 6-Man K Styles. I got my handles here at the bottom. Like I said, Twitter at just 6MK. IG 6-Man K Styles. Definitely appreciate y'all tuning in right now. But let's go ahead and get into this next subject. Let me go ahead and put it up.
Oh boy.
BCS playoffs 1 day away. As we already see, you got Alabama and Cincinnati. I think that's the first game. I think that's the first game coming on at 3:30 tomorrow. And then you got Michigan and Georgia as the second game at 7 o'clock. What a way to bring in a new year, huh?
Oh yeah. Ooh yeah.
Ooh, yeah, dig it. So, Mike, how you feel? How you feel about this? How you feeling? Do you feeling confident in Georgia against Michigan? Do you feel like Cincinnati has a chance?
I don't. I don't feel confident in Georgia offensively at all. Zero confidence in their offense, but I don't feel confident that Michigan can actually manhandle that offensive line. Even though they have some good pieces on the defensive side of the ball, I just don't think they can match up with Georgia. You got Milton, you got Cook, you got guys like Burton, and Brock. Brock is just a damn freak, and you can't tell me that anybody on that field, whether it's their secondary linebackers or safety, they can't match up with Brock. So I have no confidence in the offense, but the matchups, I just don't think Michigan can match up with them. But this is the but. This is a huge but. This is a BT Talk 12. All right. I'm gonna just this is one of them butts, okay?
BT12.
All right, that's that's one of them butts. I think the biggest issue, I think this is it's gonna come down to mano a mano. They run the ball well, we stop the run well. That's man on man. I think this is gonna be a good old fashioned game. Who gonna give up? Who gonna give up? That's it. That's it. No, is it me? No, it's gonna be you. No, it's not gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. So I think it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that. I really think this is one of them old fashioned games where it's gonna be man on man. Whoever win, man on man is gonna win the game.
Oh man. Well, we could talk. Well, yeah. Let's start with that matchup right quick. So yeah, Michigan and Georgia. Yeah, you hit it right there on the head. Like I said, Michigan runs the ball well. Georgia stops the run well. Like I said, this is the what they call it, the brick wall and the immovable object. Something's got to give.
Something got to give.
The one thing that I do know Michigan does do is they like to throw in those occasional trick plays as well. So that's be something that Georgia would definitely have to watch out for. I think Georgia's main advantage is going to be the tight ends, which also could lead to a weakness because as a lot of Georgia fans are not confident in Stetson Bennett in this game. Elroy Jetson's gonna have to step it up.
I'm with him. I'm with him this time. I'm not gonna get on him. Yeah. I'm actually with him.
I just think the thing is you got to stick with the game plan. So this is more so gonna be about is Kirby Smart gonna Kirby smart it up again and get away from what he does best. I think that's where more so is gonna come down to. I think that's where a lot of the Georgia fans are kind of nervous at because it's not really like Stetson Bennett. It could be like that, but it's really Kirby Smart. Yes, y'all starting to get the Mark Ritt flashbacks and shit with him right now.
Oh yes, oh yes.
But Michigan's defensive line ain't no joke. Like you said, Hutchinson and the Jobu. Yeah, you ain't finna you can't take these boys lightly. Like I said, this is Big Ten defense, so can't take them lightly at all. So I think this game is gonna come down. This game is gonna come down to. It's gonna come down to special teams. To be honest with you,
I can see that. Whoever get the best field position, and then what's field position, Georgia can pin them or Michigan pin them down, and then their defense take advantage of it. Like I really that's why I said it's gonna be mano a mano, offensive line versus defensive line.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then we're gonna get to the next matchup, which is Cincinnati and Alabama. 99.8% of this country think this game is gonna get blown out in the second quarter. Um, as we know, Alabama #1 in the nation. Cincinnati is kind of the good team from the small conference that most people would say they lucked up and got to the 4th spot. And you said you already said you ain't got no confidence in Cincinnati. You think Cincinnati can at least make this close, or you think they just gonna get blown out in general?
I think they can. I don't think it could be blown out. I mean, I'm gonna say this. I don't think they can stay with Alabama, but when you're talking about a wounded animal, you already know how the wounded animal is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they can really. You think you got them cornered. You think you about to go in for the kill, and somehow they reach deep down within themselves. It's like start protecting themselves. They start fighting back, and they start really getting the best of you. I think this is Cincinnati right now, and nobody's counting them in. Whether they play Georgia, Michigan, or Alabama, nobody's counting them in. Nobody's counting them to win anything. So it's like, as a wounded animal, we've seen it before. We've seen it with not only the Falcons. Nobody thought the Falcons would even be in the Super Bowl in 16. Nobody thought a lot of teams. The Braves. We just really saw the Braves. Nobody would imagine, including myself, the Braves would even be in that position based on what they played last year. You know, you look at the Cavaliers this year. Like, nobody would have saw the Cavaliers playing as well as they've been playing this year. And I know Drew will love that one, but they've been playing well too. But like, on moving the animals, when people have nothing, they don't believe in you, they could be very dangerous. And they got a quarterback, they got a nice receiving core. The defense isn't too strong. They're not bad, but they ain't strong. But their offense, and you get it, offense hot. Any offense that hot, don't really matter. Anything can happen. Especially you got a quarterback. I say this over and over again. Long as you got a quarterback, you got a chance to win. Period, point blank. You got a quarterback, you can win any game. So I would not count them out. I think that's the most disrespectful thing that's going on. It's just, they have absolutely no chance in hell against Alabama.
Hey, I agree with you. Like you said, just looking up and down this roster, like I said, you can see the obvious difference in the quality of players. But the thing about it is, hey man, this is just one of those things where you got a team like Cincinnati who's finally getting a chance. And like I said, this is the one thing I will say. We finally got a different playoff this year. We ain't got the same 3 or 4 teams every year. We got something different this year.
Absolutely.
Outside Alabama, but I'm just saying. But you think these guys gonna play like they ain't got no chance in hell? They finna come out swinging.
I really do.
They finna come out swinging, bro. They ain't, like I said, like just like we said with the Falcons against Buffalo. This gonna be the same. This gonna be the same exact thing. Like I said, Des Ridder was one of those quarterbacks that kind of came in that was kind of at the cusp of being up there, but still in the middle. He's gonna be looking for an opportunity to make his name in this upcoming draft. Because he's still like a bottom 10 prospect. They still got him as like a bottom 10 prospect quarterback, which I don't agree with, but hey, it is what it damn is. Anderson, I think the key matchup for this game is Cincinnati's gonna have to slow down Anderson on the outside, bro. Because that dude is wrecking havoc. Well, he got like 16 sacks on the year, lead the nation, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he playing possessed right now.
Right,
Possessed right now.
exactly. And but one thing I found out too is that Cincinnati actually got a couple defenders that are kind of high on those boards too.
Mm-hmm.
And Xavier Littman said one of them too, and I had to take a look. You were you hold on. If I can get my mouse to go.
I've heard his name several times. I've
Yeah,
definitely heard his name several times. I haven't seen him much, but
yeah,
I've been hearing a lot about him.
yeah. He's kind of like one of those guys. He's kind of like a physical guy,
Mm-hmm.
but from what I've seen from him, he's got good change of direction as far as a corner. Like I say, he's not up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and underscore said both of them.
He
So
sounds like a classic nickel. If he got good, he has good size, but he has good change of direction. I think he's a perfect cover. I don't say cover two, but I mean you can say a safety, a cover two safety, and a slot corner. I think that
but that
sounds
would
like
right. But that would be a very interesting matchup because if they say they got two corners that are high on the board against Alabama's two high receivers, was it Jameson Williams and
mm-hmm.
Eric Michi versus Sauce Walker
Yeah.
and Cody
Mm-hmm.
Bryant? Kobe Bryant. That's going to be a very interesting matchup right there because now that's going to come down to the trenches.
They've been using a lot of RPO Alabama, which is strange to me.
I mean, if you think about the quarterbacks they've been using in Alabama now, that's pretty much been that. That's pretty much been the Alabama offense.
Yeah, outside of Mac, yeah, that's pretty much all they did.
But even with Mac, they were still using RPOs. They weren't using them in the frequency as they are now.
I mean, at the end, what RPO basically is a glorified screen. That's pretty much all it is.
You said screen. I was just gonna say it's just a glorified play action,
Slant.
play action slant. That's all.
Slant.
That's all it is a damn it's play action. But it's not set up as play action. It's set up as a quarterback option.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically a play action pass to the middle of the field slant. Hold on. Underscore said the corner on the other side is Kobe Bryant. He's also really good. He's going to be wearing number 8 for Kobe Bryant tribute. His number is usually 9. He's. I hope he don't get his ankles took though. Boy, man, better not get them ankles took for that reason. Boy, everybody be looking at you. Everybody gonna be looking at you like, hold on, wait a minute, where that? Let's see, do I still got it on here? Everybody gonna be looking at you like, really?
I dare you to file the great.
You wearing the black. Your name is Kobe Bryant, but you wearing the Black Mama's number, and you getting snatched up out here. That is hilarious. And speaking of Alex, Alex here, he said Jameson Williams. They got Jameson Williams as the number 1 wide receiver so far in this draft. I like interesting. Like I've heard of him all year, but I didn't know he propelled like that. Cause I was hearing just about Michi. That's the main one they was talking about. But yeah, like I said, this is just one of those games that Alabama just better not underestimate this team. Cause if they do, they in for a long day.
Oh yeah,
and we're gonna find out if the Heisman Trophy winner is really worth the hype.
Forgot about that one.
Mm-hmm. But as I always say, but as history showed, even when you're looking at the next level, Heisman Trophy winners don't always pan out.
That's for dang on certain. Trust we know.
Because even with Kyler Murray, you see the Cardinals have been slumping down the last few weeks.
I mean,
but that's just what they've been doing every year. Like they get hot early, and then at the end of the year, boom. They got enough wins where they can still get in the playoffs, though. So we ain't saying that. They just won enough games at the beginning of the year to where they can afford a slump. But yeah. So out of these 4 teams, so you feel like, so are you confident to say that it's gonna be Georgia and Alabama all over again?
I do.
That's the big money maker, huh?
I do. I just don't think that's what they want, and I think they're gonna make sure that they get exactly what they want. It just sounds like a story that they will want to tell leading up to it. It's gonna be 3-4 days, or how many days of Kirby gets to get his revenge, and Nick Saban. Can Nick Saban become one of the greatest? Can he add to the greatest of the? Like I can just hear it now. I can just hear him out now. So I don't think they're gonna let that get past. But I mean, like at the end of the day, nothing is guaranteed, man. Any given Saturday, any given Sunday. Momentum is everything in college. That's one thing I do know. Momentum is everything in college.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said, they could shock us all, and it'd be Cincinnati and Michigan.
Michigan, yep.
Or Michigan and Alabama. Georgia, Cincinnati. We don't damn know. But 9 times out of 10, I feel like it's gonna be Georgia, Alabama all over again. And if that's the case, you better bring it all on that matchup, because if you don't, you're gonna have a repeat of what happened last time. But like I said, these two match. But the thing about this playoff, and I say this is a real good playoff, is because a lot of the Falcons' needs, especially the players that in the position that we need, are playing in both of these games. There's an Aiden Hutchinson, Jobo. Like I said, Jordan Davis. Like I said, you got plenty of linebackers over there. Nakobe Dean.
Dean. Yeah.
Then you look at the other matchup. You hear the names of Jamison Williams and Sauce Gardner, Des Ridder. It's gonna be interesting. But all I'm gonna say is it's gonna be a fun Friday. It's gonna be Fun Day Friday, and we probably gonna be on during the game. So,
I just thought about it too.
And that's gonna be hilarious. That might be one of the more hilarious episodes of Friday Night Madness y'all gonna see.
Oh yeah.
And please don't let Alabama get upset by Cincinnati, because I definitely will start laughing. I'm laughing.
Yo, it's gonna be uncontrollable. Because ain't nothing worse than the Alabama fans. But they just
boy, Lord have mercy. I don't even want to talk about that right now. But let's go ahead. We're gonna get to this right here. As I always call this, the 6-man bird word of the week. This is a word that I will associate with this game. This used to be something that I did exclusively for AFN. I said I decided to bring it back out. I did it last week, but I'm gonna do it this week. And this week's word is I'm gonna say this week's word is perseverance. Like I said, we're looking at a Falcons Bills matchup where you're out of your elements. You're the underdog. You got a few key players out because of COVID. So you got these guys that's got to come in and do the thing. Like I said, if Fabian Monroe doesn't play Sunday, Then you got Darren Hall out there, or Chris Williamson, or Avery Williams. Somebody's got to persevere. Somebody's got to be out there. Somebody's got to make some plays here. But the thing about it is, it's the Falcons against the world. And around this time, these type of games and this kind of scrutiny that you're getting right now can only fuel you. You can only fuel the Falcons. You got a lot of stuff on the line as well. You got Kyle Pitts. He's close to 1,000 yards here. Matt Ryan is close to 4,000 yards, which for good God's sake, boy, he pulled that shit off. Like I said, the touchdowns ain't up there like you would want. He just did enough to get there. Fourier closing in on almost 200 tackles this year. Like I said, you have a lot of pieces here that can definitely stand up to the competition, but you got to persevere through the elements. You got to persevere through the Josh Allen train right now, because they looking at Josh Allen. He was still considered one of those MVP candidate type quarterbacks coming into this year. So, Maya, what you feel about perseverance being the word of the week?
I like it. I do like it. Because a lot of people just hasn't. They really haven't believed in them. And oftentimes we had injuries. And there's going to be some coaching changes that's going to happen. Some player change that's going to happen, and people already don't believe in you right now. So you got to persevere through all the naysayers, all the people that said that you couldn't do this, you wouldn't even win 3 games this year. There's a lot of people who didn't believe we win 3 games, but you did that. So continue what you're doing right now. Persevere through all the nitpickers, the naysayers, everybody. I think that's a perfect word for what they definitely need to do.
Oh man, yeah, man, because you win this game, you bring it one step closer. That you win this game, it makes that Falcon Saints game at the end of the year all the more important, and it'll be so fitting for that too.
Knock them out, you get in.
But yeah, y'all. All right, so I'll tell people, y'all go ahead and y'all start leaving some questions in here. We probably just gonna get a couple of them, but y'all make sure y'all leave y'all questions in here, and we use them for future use. Let's see. Clay Melton here said, do we have a spy for Allen or just keep him in contain?
Talked about it in the video. That's what you got to pay attention to our videos. I talked about it in the DNP's video. I talked about it. It was the first one I talked about. If anybody know what I thought, what was the first one? The first thing that I said in that DNP's video. Somebody write it down. If you saw the video, write the first thing that I said in there, and I'm gonna see if anybody.
See if anybody said anything about
that. That's it.
So we're gonna leave that as a cliffhanger. Like, you gotta watch the video to find out the answer on the next episode of Mad Mike Sports. Right. Will the Falcons spy Josh Allen, or will they keep him in contain? Stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
But what I would say on that is it. What I would say on that is it's just gonna all depend. I mean, even if you do adore the main thing you're gonna have to do is if you get to the backfield, you're gonna have to bring him down. You can't try to shoulder barge him and try to Olay tackle him. You're gonna have to get him to the ground. Because There's a couple plays that they like to run where they like to sneak the quarterback to the outside to catch footballs. Yeah, so you have to watch out for that. Oh, here you go. Is he correct? Containing Josh Allen, limited the quarterback runs, power draws. He also said that the edge rushers has to do their damn job.
No, that was the one previous. That was the 3 keys to victory. I'm talking about the one that I talked about today. I'll just go ahead and say it. It's controlled tackling. Controlled tackling. And the reason why I say controlled tackling is because a lot of players like to go in for the big hits, and that's what I've been seeing from the Falcons all year, going from especially Mr. Eric Harris. I don't know why he think he damn Keanu O'Neal or damn Jack Tatum or some damn body. He goes in and tries to destroy people, and that's been the major issue with the Falcons. Is just and they miss easy tackles trying to go for the kill and all these weird looking Luke Kane bicycle moves that they be. I don't like, especially Fowler. They just gotta surround him, force him into teammates, force him to the sideline, things like that. Don't do too much because you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to stop a Josh Allen. All right, you're not going to stop a Lamar Jackson. You got to contain those guys. You got to tackle those guys and make sure you tackle and don't go for the kill. So a controlled tackle. That's how you're going to be able. Let him get his 3 yards. Let him get his 4 yards. But anything other over that, you're not really doing the job. Don't let him have them big runs. Let him have his 2 yards. Let him have his 3 to 4, 5 yards. But outside of that, don't let him have them big 10-yard, 15-yard runs. And that's what really kills defenses is when you let quarterbacks like Josh Allen have those big-time runs. So control tackling. Don't try to do too much. Figure out where your teammate at. Don't deep like what happened with Richie Grant last week, and everybody was like, "What is Deion doing?" Well, Deion was over pursuing because he thought that Richie would actually play his spot, so he was going for the kill. But if Richie Grant just plays his spot, Debo he has nowhere to run. So when you see Richie didn't do what he was supposed to, now you got Deion running all crazy, and that's like, oh man, what is Deion doing? No, all Richie had to do was what we call keep contained, stay in his spot, don't try to do too much, corral the guy, and make sure he has nowhere to go. So you're going to either get no gain or limit gain. So that's why you got guys like Steven Means on the roster, and that's why a lot of people are looking to have a Jordan Davis on the roster because guess what? He's gonna allow the guys like Grady Jarrett and all the edge rushers to collapse the pocket because his big butt ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. Yeah, man. At the end of the day, you gotta wrap up. And that ain't just on Josh Allen. You gotta wrap up everybody. Because like I said, they got outside really Stephon Diggs, they really got some small receivers.
They really do.
But the thing is, don't be thinking just because they small, you finna blow them out, blow them off the ball. Because Emmanuel Sanders can get open, Cole Beasley can get open, and Isaiah McKenzie is one of those guys that I'll probably be word out for. Because all that attention to Stephon Diggs and Emmanuel Sanders, like that's why like Isaiah McKenzie, he's kind of like one of those sneaky guys where you like, okay, we ain't paying him no damn mind. Cole Beasley's like that too, but Isaiah McKenzie is another thing. So like I said, this is also a game where, like I said, Darren Hall gonna have to play big. He's gonna have to play big. AJ Terrell and Stephon Diggs is going to be a great matchup, but it's going to come down to, can you contain the other receivers?
Mm-hmm.
Which corner, whoever playing who, can they contain? Because I'm about to say, do not be surprised if Josh Allen throws some errant passes in this game. Or are you going to take advantage and make him pay for those errant passes?
He'll give you a couple.
He'll give you a couple. Like I said, he's a gunslinger. Most gunslingers are going to give you at least one or two. That's just the nature of that mindset. I can outthrow and put the ball anywhere. But at the end of the day, in order for the Falcons to win this game, they got to play a complete game. They got to play a mistake-free game.
Mm-hmm.
That's just about it. And it's going to come down to the coaching, the players. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You want to make the playoffs, you must win this game. Then you must win next week.
Absolutely.
So we're going to go ahead and wind it down for the night. Appreciate everybody tuning in to the 6-Man Convo with your boy 6-Man K Styles. Throw your sixes in there. Throw the sixes up. I want to see some sixes before we leave. Throw your sixes up. Like I said, just wanted to experiment with this background back here. Like I said, definitely you'll see a lot more stuff like this coming up in the new year, not only just with this channel, but also Atlanta Falcon Nation's channels, heavy hitters. We're gonna have some stuff like that for you. Absolutely. But like I said, continue to support. Like I said, make sure you subscribe to 6-Man K Styles. Hey, look, we got Noah Tyndale here in the building, man. Noah in the building. Hey, look, that's what I want to see. Don't throw 3 sixes. It better be 2. It better be 1 6, 2 6, 4 or more. Don't throw no 3 sixes because I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that. We're gonna be like, I'll besiege you.
You can have that.
But yeah, like I said, y'all continue to subscribe. Like I said, my handles is down here at the bottom. I'm gonna say it again: Twitter at just6mk, IG 6-Man K Styles, and like I said, shouts out to Mike for joining in on me tonight, as usual. Make sure you go check out his video he just put out with Dean Pease. Mike, you got anything else you want to say? Anything you want to
subscribe to K Styles? Subscribe to K Styles. 6-Man. All right, everybody should be subscribed to K Styles, man. 47 people in here. I need 47 people to hit up K Styles channel. Subscribe,
motherfuckers.
That's it.
Trying to hit 600 before the end of January, damn it.
Absolutely.
Before the end of January, I'm trying to. We got to get this to 600, so we can start the year off right.
Got to start it off right, man.
Got to start it off right. But until next time, y'all make sure y'all also look out for the Friday Night Madness tomorrow during the Bulldogs Michigan game. You're gonna see a lot of people looking off to the side like this. You might see somebody cussing up a storm. Whatever.
Yeah, you might just.
Exactly. So to everybody at home that's still watching, like I said, hopefully happy New Year's. Hopefully 2022 will be a better year for y'all as well as for myself and for everybody here at Atlanta Falcon Nation. 2021 has been a very interesting year. I just say that.
Boy.
Not only in the world, but for us too. And we want to make 2022 an even better year for Atlanta Falcon Nation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, man, make sure you get Atlanta Falcon Nation to 2K before the end of January too. Because if you don't, we're gonna bring Chris Owens back out of retirement. I don't think y'all want that. So yeah, y'all better go ahead and continue to support. As your boy 6-Man here will always say, we ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't gotta go home.
But you gotta get the hell out of here.
Boo! Boo! Silence. Oh man, I tried to play that off, man.